Ronaldo to me, Ronaldo! It's one of the great Old Trafford comebacks. Astonishing!
Ollie has said that Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw have completed a full training on Monday, and that Paul Pogba and Eric Bailly haven't. They only completed half a training. So I expect Luke Shaw and Victor Lindelof to start the game. I expect maybe Paul Pogba and Eric Bailly to be on the bench. That works well for Ollie, not with regards to Paul Pogba, but with regards to Victor Lindelof, because even if Eric Bailly was fit, Eric Bailly was never playing this game. We know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's favourite centre-back partnership is Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. It lets him down time after time. Eric Bailly has been our best centre-back for the last probably month, but that matters nothing to Ollie. Ollie has his favourites. We know he has his favourites. So, quite frankly, Eric Bailly not being fully fit for this game works well for Ollie, because he's never ever going to pick him either way. I expect us to get the victory. I mean, Burnley are a poor side. Burnley are not a good side. We've got better players than Burnley throughout the park. And this is an opportunity that we can go first place. Now, if you know Manchester United under Ollie, you will know the manager and the players, the whole squad, the whole team is bottlers. Whenever we have an opportunity, when we are playing, if you can remember last season, whenever we had an opportunity to go into top 4 or to go to third, because the other teams like Chelsea and Leicester drop points, we always bottled it. We always lost that game or drew that game, but did not get the result to move up the table. You look at our cup competitions. Whenever it's time for us to go to the next round, be it Champions League, be it in the semi-finals of the Carabao and FA Cup, we bottle it. So this team cannot work under pressure. However, tonight is an opportunity for them to rectify that and start going on the right path. We only need a draw to go first place. But I'm not even accepting a draw, guys, because a draw will take us first place. But look in the bigger picture, a draw will get City some points on us. So I'm not even accepting a draw. We've got much better players than Burnley. We should be beating Burnley. I think Burnley are sitting something like 15th or 16th. You all can correct me there in the comments, but they're sitting somewhere 15th, 16th. So we should be beating Burnley, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, guys, to get more content. So we need to be beating Burnley. There's no two ways about it. It's a game that we need to win so that we can go first place and keep the pressure on Liverpool and Man City, because they are coming. Liverpool and Manchester City, this is the fact, guys. Do I think we're going to win the league? No, we're not going to win the league. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to feed you lies and feed you fairy tales. We are not going to win the league according to me. But we can challenge for the league. The reason why I say we're not going to win the league is because there's Manchester City and there's Liverpool. They've won the league in the last few seasons. And they've got a better manager than us. They've got a better squad than us. They've got a better overall footballing structure on the field than us. They've got a system, they've got a style of play, they know exactly what they're doing. Compared to us, we only got counter-attack. When counter-attack is not working, we've got nothing else at all. And counter-attack does not work against a low block. So that's why I fancy Liverpool and Manchester City for the title. You know, I'm just hoping that we can mount a proper title challenge. That's all I'm hoping for. And next season we can kick on and win the title. That's all I'm hoping for. Anything more than that is a bonus, guys. But I'm just going to be real with you all. I'm not going to tell you something in the fairy tale and then it doesn't happen and you'll be like, oh, Brandon, for the fans told us this and told us that. No, I'm going to give you all what I can see. And I can see us challenging for the title, but I can't see us winning the title because of Liverpool and Manchester City, because they are so superior to us. So Manchester City have picked up form. They've clicked into gear. And that Chelsea game, their last Premier League game was when they played Chelsea. And that was vintage Manchester City. The way they were moving the ball, vintage Manchester City. How quick, 1 and 2 touch football, interchanging, vintage Manchester City. And then people thought, okay, that was just a once-off. They brought that same performance when they versed us in the Carabao Cup in the semi-final, and they knocked us out, and deservedly so. They were the better team. So Manchester City are on form. Manchester City, they are there. They are there, guys. And it's Pep Guardiola. This is what I'm saying. Liverpool got Jurgen Klopp. Manchester City got Pep Guardiola, we got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There's levels in football, and these two managers are the best managers in football right now, and will go down as the GOATs. They will go down as the GOATs alongside Ferguson. So that's the story there, guys. The lineup, I think, which I know, the back five we know picks itself. David De Gea in the nets. You know, Dean Henderson played against who we played in the FA Cup. Oh yeah, we played Watford. Dean Henderson played against Watford, and he made some decisions coming off his line that, you know, proper goalkeepers would not make. But it paid off. It paid off. But I'm still not 100% confident of him in the nets. His kicking is not good. David De Gea's kicking is much better. We know David De Gea is a better shot stopper. So I always prefer David De Gea in the nets. Dean Henderson is a very good keeper, and he's a starting 11 keeper. Just maybe not for us, because he can't displace David De Gea. David De Gea is performing at a very high level this season, and one of the reasons is because we brought him competition. Last season he was making so many mistakes. We haven't seen not one mistake from David De Gea. So that's because of competition. That's what competition does, and that's why we always say let's sign players. But some of the fans, whenever we sign in players, they're worried about what's going to happen to Marcus Rashford, what's going to happen to Anthony Martial, what's going to happen to Greenwood, what's going to happen to all these players. No, it's competition. It's to keep the players as sharp as they can be, because if you sign a top class number 9, Anthony Martial knows he has to score every game, or he has to perform at a very high level every game. If not, the other number 9's coming in. That's just competition. That's what happens at top clubs. So that's what happened with David De Gea. Because last season, David De Gea had no competition, and he was producing mistake after mistake that was costing us. This season, not one mistake because of competition. So yeah, in the nets it'll be David De Gea, right back Wan-Bissaka. I really wish in a game like this that we had Delo. I know Oli doesn't like Delo because Oli's a negative manager. Oli's a defensive manager. So if you can defend very well, Oli will play you. We see that in the midfield. We've got two holding midfielders that are better in defending than attacking, and Oli loves them. Then you've got someone on the bench like Donny van der Beek who's better in attacking than defending. Oli hates him because Oli's a defensive manager. And it's shown in our right back. We let the logo out, who's a top class offensive right back. Defensively, he's not very good. He has to learn the game still. But I always say this, guys. The defensive parts of football, you can learn that. The attacking parts of football, it's either you have it or you don't have it. That's something that you can't learn. That's why so many right wingers convert to right backs, because you can learn the defensive parts. Jesus Navas, he was a right winger, he converted to right back because you can learn it. Antonio Valencia, right winger, converted to right back because you can learn the defensive parts of the game. But the attacking parts of the game is very difficult. It's either you have it or you don't. And so that's why I feel that we've done Delo an injustice. We should have kept him at the club and just trained him on how to defend, because going forward he is top class. So in a game like this where we're versing Burnley, a team that is going to park the bus, a team that is going to defend with a low block, that's a game where we need a fullback like Delo that can bomb forward and whip crosses in. Wan-Bissaka can't attack, but be it as it may, Wan-Bissaka on the right, Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire in the centre-back partnership. You already know my thoughts about that partnership. Woeful partnership, terrible partnership. But that will be the centre-back partnership. And Luke Shaw on the left. Luke Shaw is much more composed and much more better than Alex Telles in defending. Now this is also a Luke Shaw and this is also a Delo and Wan-Bissaka scenario on the left. Is that Alex Telles is very good in attacking, but his defensive parts of the game is questionable, because against Watford they were getting behind him time after time, and they were targeting him. Luke Shaw on the other hand is outstanding defensively. On one-on-one defending, going forward he is poor. So this is the scenario we have. So Luke Shaw will obviously start. That will be the back five. In the middle we already know Scott McTominay and Fred. Scott McTominay, will he be captain again? No, he won't, because Harry Maguire is there. But if Harry Maguire is not there, best believe the next in line captain is Scott McTominay. You saw what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had to say after the match about Scott McTominay. He said he only gave Scott McTominay the armband because Scott McTominay knows what it is to play for Manchester United. Scott McTominay has the DNA of Manchester United. The last time I saw the DNA of Manchester United was all about winning. It was all about being top class. None of those things are Scott McTominay, but be it as it may, we got an average manager, so I don't expect anything more than what he is doing. He's average. He doesn't know how to identify a top player. He just makes poor decisions. We've seen it in the semi-finals. You can disagree with what I'm saying, but you can't disagree with me saying that he makes poor decisions. Look at our semi-final record. 4 semi-finals, 4 knockouts. Surely if he was a good enough manager, we would have qualified for one of those finals, but we did not. Be it as it may, the centre mid partnership will be Fred and Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay won't be the captain because Harry Maguire is on the pitch. If Harry Maguire wants on the pitch, Scott McTominay would be the captain ahead of Marcus Rashford, ahead of Bruno Fernandes. He would be. That's the midfield partnership. And then this is where it becomes tricky because Edison Cavani, okay, and then ahead of them in a number 10 role will be Bruno Fernandes, but we all know if you watch football, Bruno Fernandes is not playing as a number 10. He's playing as whatever he wants to be. He's playing as a number 10, he's playing as a winger, a left winger, he plays as a right winger, he plays as a number 9 alongside Martial. But okay, Bruno Fernandes in a number 10 position, and this is now where it gets tricky, the front three, because Edison Cavani is back. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has confirmed that Edison Cavani is fit, fully fit. After his 3-match ban, he has been training with the squad and is ready to be involved in the Burnley game. So, will he start? That is the million-dollar question. I think he will start. I think Marcus Rashford will go to the right. I think we'll see Anthony Martial on the left. And I think we'll see Edison Cavani on the number 9 position. If we don't see that, then you will see Marcus Rashford on the left, Anthony Martial on the right, and possibly maybe a Greenwood or a Juan Mata. In this game, preferably what I would do, I would look at maybe starting Juan Mata on the right wing. Because this is a game where we're versing Burnley that are all going to sit back deep. And when a team sits deep, you need someone to unlock that defense. And Juan Mata is the perfect guy to unlock that defense. Don't get me wrong now. I'm not saying Juan Mata is a very good player. He's not. He's past his best. We know this. But the thing that he can do, he can unlock a defense. He finds little pockets and he plays in pockets, which you need when a team is having a low block because there's no space. So you need someone that can find space where there is no space. And Juan Mata is perfect with that. So if Oli has to start Juan Mata, I will not make a fit out of it. However, I do think we'll see Edison Cavani and Rashford and Martial on the wings. That squad, that starting 11 is well good enough to be beating Burnley. And that's why I say we need to be beating Burnley. We cannot afford to draw this game. We need to be beating Burnley. My score prediction for this game, we're looking at something like 2-1, I think. Burnley don't score much goals. So you're looking at like something like, not 2-1, sorry, 2-0. 2-0 to Manchester United. I'm excited for this game because this is a game that we can go first. Let's go first place, not with a draw. A draw is a false result because a draw lets City get some points on us. Let's go first place with a win, guys, and I'll see you after the game when we are sitting first on the log. Let's go. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't be like that. Subscribe right now so you can see more content of this quality.